The financial advice that works for someone earning six figures may be harming your financial health right now. By the end of this, you will have a way to filter out the bad advice that has been keeping you stuck. First, let's toss this piece of advice. Pay yourself first. The idea is to automatically transfer money to savings before anything else. But if you earn less than $50,000, there isn't any extra cash sitting around. Your rent is fixed. What usually happens? You pay yourself first on the 3rd of the month, and by the 18th, you're moving that money back because bills come due. Now you feel like a failure, and you might even face an overdraft fee. Here's a better approach. Start with your monthly income after taxes. Make a list of every fixed expense, those bills you must pay. Include rent, utilities, minimum debt payments, transportation, and basic food costs. The difference between your income and that total is your real discretionary amount. Most people earning under $50,000 find this to be between $200 and $600 a month. Once you know your actual number, take 20% of that discretionary amount and store it somewhere hard to access. Use an envelope hidden in your closet or a separate bank account with no debit card. The remaining 80% is for your daily needs. You aren't failing at paying yourself first. You're simply being honest about your finances. Now let's tackle another misleading piece of advice. Invest in yourself. Every self-help guru promotes this phrase. They advise going back to school, learning a new skill, or starting a side business. But after working a low-paying job, you're often too tired. Here's a reframe. Investing in yourself means protecting your ability to keep earning. This could mean visiting the dentist before a cavity turns into a root canal, or buying quality work shoes instead of replacing cheap ones every few months. To evaluate an investment, ask yourself these questions. Does this help me work better? Or does it just sound good? Before spending on any self-improvement, consider if you can keep your job while doing this. Will you see real results in 6 months? Have you talked to 3 people in your income bracket who did this and achieved the expected outcome? If you can't say yes to all 3, then it's not a worthwhile investment. The third piece of advice to drop is build your emergency fund before anything else. 6 months of expenses totals about $18,000. At your discretionary amount of $400 a month, that means it could take nearly 4 years to save up if nothing else happens. What typically occurs is you try to save, and then an emergency arises, draining your account, leaving you feeling like you've lost everything. Here's what works better: the tier system. Instead of aiming for 6 months, start with $500. That's your first tier. When you reach it, stop saving. That $500 should be reserved for true emergencies. Then focus on tier 2, eliminating your highest interest debt. Every dollar you put toward a credit card with 22% interest gives you a guaranteed return of 22%. Your routine should be: protect that $500, pay down expensive debt, and manage your living expenses from what's left. Once that debt is paid off, grow tier 1 to $1,000, then tackle your next debt. This builds your finances in layers, instead of trying to accomplish everything at once. All 3 pieces of bad advice assume you have room for error. They view failure as a learning chance rather than a financial disaster. Calculate your real discretionary amount today. Protect your Tier 1 emergency fund. Review your debts by interest rate. That will be your system.